Sam, you've mentioned it before, going against Ole Miss, can't have a whole lot of live ball turnovers, and had a bunch of them this one with a 23, and I know that's been kind of a lingering issue for y'all. I mean, what did you see from your team today that kind of led to that?
Obviously our kids wanted it. We knew how important this game was, not only just in standings, but also for the state. So, some of it was, there was a point where we knew we had the game and then we just didn't get scores, especially late. Medina was 3 for 3, so we tried to get some post touches because I thought their guards did an excellent job trying to deny everything. So it was one-on-one, and then when obviously she lost the ball, it became more press time, and then we got unraveled and uncharacteristic behavior from us. So obviously before you know it, that last 5 minutes, we just didn't finish.
Jacob.
Coach Scott for Ole Miss scores 30 points. What was she doing inside to kind of give y'all trouble?
Well, I said this, last 2 years, the young lady's a pro. She's long, lanky, she's got a motor with guard skills, 15-footer that she puts on top of her head, where some of that is just hard shots. When you look back at the game, we started with Medina on her to put length, our center on their 4-player. So she made some good stuff, and then she got loose in the zone. But I thought, again, my kids did a great job when the defense was set. But to your point, like it was just brought up, they scored 26 points off of our turnovers. That's ball game, people. All right, and so when they get up in the open court, especially her, she can run fast and make plays, make big-time plays in the open court, and I thought that's what she did tonight.
Sam.
Yeah, Sam was just going to ask about those final 5 minutes where it was tied and then slips away. How do you just kind of analyze what do you think went wrong in those?
Well, one, they did a great job of denying our point guard at the time. So then they got us out of the sets, and again with so many new pieces, then we went to some other sets. I thought Anaya made a great pick and roll pass to Medina. They converted on that 2 times in the first quarter. That it just went through Medina's hands. And then next thing you know, again, you could feel the energy in the building where our kids wanted it, and then we went home run ball instead of just making better screens, and most importantly, get it open so we could get into our sets. So again, you got to tip the hat to Ole Miss.
Benjamin.
Naya, it seemed like their freshman number 0 was giving you all fits there in the backcourt. What was she doing that just made life tough for you and the other guards on your team?
Number 0 is a great player. She is very versatile. She can get to the basket. She play on both ends of the court. So big ups to her. But I think as a team, we just lacked defensively at the 4th quarter, just not being focused mentally. A bunch of turnovers. I wouldn't say it was just 0. A lot of them gave us problems, especially Madison Scott. So it was just a lack of defense and focus in the 4th quarter.
Robbie.
And Coach has talked about the home run ball, and y'all have hit some really nice passes, and then you've had some that turn into turnovers. What do you feel like is kind of the biggest issue for y'all with those turnovers, and how do you feel like y'all can fix it?
I think our biggest issue is most likely, like Coach Sam said, they did better denying the ball in the 4th quarter. So getting the ball inbound is probably our biggest problem right now. We can fix it in practice, being more aggressive with the practice players and get more reps at it.
Jacob.
Coach, it seems like even against Tennessee, your team makes some really good runs and they make some really bad runs. Kind of what can you do as a coach down the stretch to kind of make your team play more consistently?
Yeah, you just got to have hard conversations. We got to talk about it. All right. Again, for us to come out in the 1st quarter and win, and then again, this is back-to-back games where we've won the 3rd quarter. There's a lot of heart in that locker room. All right, but we've mentioned this. This league's a beast. It's tough. Every game you're gonna play is a challenge that we got to learn from, and that's what I'm gonna tell them, that the mission doesn't change. We got to come into practice. We got to own it. And most importantly, we got to learn from what we're doing wrong and put 4 quarters together, because when you put 4 quarters together, you can beat like the teams like Oklahoma and the top 10 teams, but you can't do it for just 2.
Sam.
Sam, it seems like there's been a few times this season where Medina comes out really, really strong in some of these games, then kind of fades away later in the game. Why do you maybe think that is, or that's happening to her?
I just think the physicality. All right, obviously she's learning. I thought they were very physical with her. Some of those deep post-ups she had early were more outside the paint, and then when she tried to dribble, I thought this was a game the refs let us play. I actually love when the refs let us play like this, where it's physicality. We talked to our team at halftime where this was a downhill drive where our goal was to get to the free throw line 20 times. And we got there in the 3rd quarter in the bonus, but we didn't get there in the 4th. So I think it's just the physicality of just being a relentless, make a quick move and put your head down is what got her in trouble in the fourth game, and she'll learn from it. She'll learn from it. And then obviously we got to do a great job in our sets where we set good screens and she gets lower positions so she don't have to catch it so far up.
Wrap up with Benjamin.
Coach, there haven't been too many games where you get outscored by quite so much in the paint, but that was the case in this game. I know a lot of it was Ole Miss just didn't take a lot of threes, but what were some of the keys inside, and how were they sort of able to have their way at times?
Yeah, so again, I thought our defensive game plan was great. I think some of their scores came in that third quarter where she made a great adjustment in the zone and screened the middle, and we didn't make an adjustment of trying to fight through that to get away from it. Where to y'all's question with Madison, she was able to get probably about 6 to 8 points off a little middle screen against our zone. We made an adjustment. But a lot of those paint points is because we went matchup zone on them, knowing that they're not a great 3-point shooting team. So that number to me is a little skewed, just more based on how we play tonight.